We are in our law class, and this is the class 4 of law. We are in which chapter? First chapter, incorporation of a company. No, that is second chapter. We are in the first preliminary basics, understanding types of companies. Previous class, if you remember, we drew a chart. We were trying to understand types of companies. We are going to proceed with the chart in today's class. We saw company based on formation. Let's do a quick revision. Based on formation, there is registered company, statutory and chartered company. Next we saw based on liability. Based on liability, we have limited by shares, unlimited company and guarantee. Limited by guarantee. And we also have, next we saw based on members. In this there was private, public, one person and small company. We finished private and public. We have one person and small company left. Then company based on control. In control we have listed and holding and subsidiary and associate company, where we finished holding and subsidiary. Then we have two more categories based on control, others. We finished this chapter will come to end. And are you following, guys? Clear? Now we will come back to members. We have two types of companies, small company and one person company. Now these two concepts are new concepts introduced not in new syllabus. 10 years back, when the Companies Act 2013 came, that's when these concepts were introduced. Before that, these concepts were not there. So we need to understand a bit of background as to why these concepts are introduced, and then straight away get into provisions as to what is relevant for our exam. If somebody asks you, I want to start a partnership firm or a company or LLP, which one will you suggest? Which one will you suggest? Okay, in time of features, partnership firm, the biggest problem is what? Mutual agency, which leads to unlimited liability. So if one partner does something, other partner has to bear the loss. For example, if partner A takes a loan and doesn't repay, partner B should pay until his last rupee available with him. That is only partnership. That's the whole concept of partnership, is about mutual agency, which is about trust. So even if you are not able to repay, your personal money you have to pay. That is the problem in partnership. But in a company, we are all aware, company has a limited. So if company takes a loan, if company is not able to pay the loan, then loan need not be repaid. You will not ask the shareholders. For example, if Dinesh starts Dinesh Limited or Dinesh Private Limited, let's say Dinesh starts Dinesh Private Limited as a company, and in this company he has taken a loan of, let's say, 200 crores. He is able to pay only 5 crores. 195 crores not paid. He is saying company has become insolvent or company has become bankrupt. Are you following, guys? Now, can the bank ask Dinesh to pay? No. Will Dinesh pay, guys? Not necessary to pay. Separate legal entity, limited liability. That means, can Dinesh simply start a company, take a loan in name of his company and escape the liability? Can he do that? He can do that. But they will lift the corporate wheel and tell Dinesh and company are one and the same. If his intention is fraud, then he will get caught. Otherwise, genuine transactions he need not pay. Are you following, guys? Understanding? Clear? Now, so everybody prefers to start a company. That means company has benefit of limited liability. That means there will be more complaints. The minute liability is limited and you can take money from public, the minute the liability is limited, and when you can take money from the public, then law has to be strict. So if law is strict from section 1 to section 470 of Companies Act, there are so many compliances. Follow this, follow that, follow this, follow that, like that many are there. You will see when we finish our syllabus, you will see so much. You should be happy, because who will do all that? CA or CS will do all that. So you will charge what? Fees. That means the work of a company secretary is to take care of Companies Act compliance. Your future after qualifying, you can take so many career paths. You can't do everything today. You have to specialize in one. One such specialization is to specialize in Companies Act. To take care of all the compliances of Companies Act, that itself you will make lot of money. That means each company on average should spend roughly about 25,000 with low fees. Others will charge high, 50, 1 lakh, the bigger you are. So if you start a company, my annual cost of compliance is minimum 25,000 per year. Not to government, to the chartered accountant or CS for compliance fees, consultation fees. Then you have to pay apart from this government fees, filing fees, all of that. So the problem in company is lot of compliances, but you have a lot of benefits as well. Okay. It is fine for someone like a Tata, Reliance, or anybody doing a big company, it's fine. But now take someone who has just started business, a startup, or just started business, just trying out. India wants Make in India, entrepreneurship. They are promoting Make in India, entrepreneurship. Come on, start business. You are seeing so many Instagram reels. Government is coming with so many schemes. That means if you want to start a business, you have to start a company and apply to government to be eligible for those schemes. Government will give subsidy, grant, startup benefits. We saw startup benefits, guys. I'll show you today. Okay. So, for example, let me show you startup benefits that you can get. I'll just show that. Okay. So I'm gone to a site called Startup India. Not sure if I've showed you, but not in law class. This is where in India, when I saw this in the previous batch, when I showed the students, there were only 98,000 recognized startups. 99,000 actually. Now it became 1,15,000. Is it visible for you guys? Okay. And there are 6 lakh people registered here. What benefits you can get? If you apply to government, you can get funding up to 50 lakhs for your startup. There are so many benefits. See, investor connects them, this one. Then there are so many things over here. So if you want this funding, you have to again apply. Like this, there are so many. If you want recognition, you have to apply for something called DPWA recognition. Then you get recognized as a startup. You get tax exemption. No need to pay income tax for 3 years. If you're a startup in India and get this certificate. Are you following, guys? Okay. So to do all this, you have to be a company. They will not give you all those benefits if you're not company. So if I want to start something, I will start a company with so many benefits. But legal cost is high. Ayo, what? I'm just trying a new business. Why should I spend 25,000 per year? So keeping all this in background, what the government introduced. What they introduced, guys? Small company is a company. The name itself says, what is it? Small. Not in terms of size of the office. No. In terms of the numbers. What are the key numbers for a company? Turnover, paid up, share capital. Are you following, guys? Turnover and paid up share capital. Company is a small company if its turnover is up to 40 crores. Are you following? And Paid up share capital is up to 4 crores. You have to remember this limit. Are you following, guys? That's what we'll have. Okay. Then this is which data? As per latest financial statements. Latest financial statements. Are you following? Now remember, this limit changes for every attempt. Those who are writing new syllabus, old syllabus, these lectures are for new syllabus. But when these limits change, if it's applicable, you have to check the RTP only. So, when we are having this class today, this is the limit. The book I am going to give you will have this limit. ICAI Study Mat has this limit. But check the RTP of your attempt. If you are watching in May 24 or November 24, check the RTP of that attempt. Or if you are watching in May 25, just check the RTP of that particular attempt. Are you following, guys? Okay. Today this is the limit. Are you following? Okay. This gets amended usually every 6 months. Why? It used to be only 2 crores before, paid up share capital. Turnover used to be only some 20 crores. Why they are increasing every year? Can someone tell me? Inflation. See, turnover, if I tell you, hey, I am a company, my turnover is 10 lakhs last year, this year also 10 lakhs, next year also 10 lakhs. I am a salary individual. Last 10 years, every year I am getting salary of 10 lakhs. Will you agree? You want increase every year. Salary should be increased every year. That means if I have to increase salary every year, my business also revenue should increase every year. Turnover should increase every year. If I tell my business revenue is 1 crore for last 10 years, better close down. You are not able to grow your business. Correct? Are you following, guys? Understanding? If I am taking class, first batch I took for 5 students. After 20 years, I am still taking for 5 students. That means I should stop teaching. I am not good. Are you following? You have to grow in everything. Everything that you do, you have to grow. So, every company's turnover will increase. So, because turnover is going to increase, I have to increase the limit also of small company. Are you following? That's the logic. Nobody will be like, okay, it's increased because law changed. No, because I'm increasing every year, I can't amend the law every year. So, the law itself was so beautifully drafted, saying this turnover, today's limit is how much? 40 crores. But it can go up to, they are saying it can go up to 100 crores. Law itself says that. And this 4 crores can go up to 10 crores. So if I show you the wordings will be, small company is a company whose turnover of the latest financial year is not more than 40 crores, but can extend to such higher amount, not exceeding 100 crores. That means next month if government wants to amend, they can amend this up to 100 crores without amending law. Sir, I am not understanding. Follow. In a law, we have 5 things. We have 5 things, guys. This is our basics class, so I am clearing all the basics. We have act, rules, notification, circular and case laws. More relevant for tax and even for law. Act is what we are studying. Dividend, we learn 3 rules. So every act comes with rules. It's a combo. So whenever time limits, penalty, they will be prescribed in the rules. Act and rules, if you want to amend, especially act, you have to take it through the 2 houses of parliament plus president should sign. So both the house of parliament and president should sign. But a notification, some notifications, just the department, Ministry of corporate affairs can issue some small changes which are within the law. Circular are not changes. In the law, if you have any doubt, government will issue circular to clarify those doubts. Generally, circulars are issued for the department only, for them to have clarification, how to apply this provision, all of that. Don't do this, do that, if there is any doubt. Case law is when you don't agree for all of this, or when you go against all of this, go to the court verdict. Companies Act, Solomon versus Solomon. Are you following, guys? Clear? So, if I have to increase this limit every year, I have to amend my law. If I have to amend my law every year I should go to the parliament and ask them, increase. You know what happens in parliament. One time they will accept, one time they will fight. Depends on the mood of the parliament. Correct? So, what the law itself while drafting, they drafted in such a way that you can have limit up to 100 crores. So, what government will do, if they want to increase this, no need to go to parliament. They will just issue a notification or a simple amendment. They have the power to make the change within the law. Are you understanding how beautifully law is drafted, guys? So, if you look at the law drafting, small company 2 subsection 85, this section we will remember. 2 subsection 85 says, company is a company other than a public company whose paid up share capital does not exceed 4 crores or such higher amount which not more than 10 crores. Turnover as per latest P&L does not exceed 40, but which is not more than 100. So for exam, what you should remember, 4 and 40, but you should also write this 4 can go up to 10, 40 can go up to 100. Are you following, guys? Clear? This is for our new syllabus limits currently as of now. But whichever attempt you are watching recording, because this will be our recording for 2024 exams, curated for new syllabus. I am bringing in so many new questions in our material. It's not going to be the same material we are solving earlier. I am bringing in 60 questions. We are going to call it Super 360. Super 60. Let's go 360 around law. Something like that. I'm naming. So 60 top questions from our past RPPs, past exam questions, including the latest exam with answers, will be given to you along with the book, which we will discuss in the class itself. Are you following? So all those questions will come. So for May 24, whichever attempt you are writing, May or November 24, ensure you see RPP of your attempt just for small company. Anyway, if you have taken the class, you will get amendment video which is separate along with amendment PDF. So don't have to worry about it. More than PDF, you will get the video close to your exams. Fine. Okay. Come back, guys. You guys don't have to worry. It's part of our lectures. I'll take care of it if anything comes. Then this is small company. Now they are saying provisions of small company is not applicable to Section 8 company. I will come there and I teach you. Holding or subsidiary company or any other body corporate incorporated by a special act. That means LIC cannot be called a small company. RBI cannot be called a small company. And small company cannot be holding or subsidiary. That means what? It should be a standalone company. That means if you have X Limited and Y Limited, holding, subsidiary, none of these can be a small company. Small means you are small, independent entity. If you are having holding, subsidiary, then don't call yourself as a small company. Small company is a benefit given. Law is giving a lot of exemptions. So if you become holding, subsidiary, no small company. So what are the 3 things which cannot be small company? Section 8 company, company incorporated under a special act, any holding or subsidiary company cannot be a small company. That's it. Clear, guys? They have tested this small company left, right, center and foundation and inter. Foundation, I'm sure you would have studied these limits. That time limit would have been different. Leave it, forget it. What you may have not studied in foundation is these 3 things. If you have studied, good. Okay. Understanding, guys? Clear? Can I proceed? We will now go to Last one here, one person company. Another new concept. All of you with me, guys? Dinesh, are you with me? Okay. Now, let's take three examples. Three examples, guys. Let's take one photographer. Then let's take a makeup artist, and let's take the small pani puri shop wherever you go and eat. Now, all these three businesses are generally run by one person, solo. Correct? Let's try and compute how much money these people make. Photographer, makeup artist, pani puri, they also have skill. I can't do that work, they can't do our work. Correct? To be a photographer, you should know how to take photos, how to edit. Nothing I know except phone I can take. Same with you guys, unless you're in the field. So we are only taking the examples, not trying to put anybody down. Okay. Now, a reasonable photographer who's into the field for 2 to 3 years, for one wedding or one event, how much will they charge? Solo photographer, don't think of a big studio with 20 employees. They charge 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs. There are big studios who charge even 10, 15 lakhs per event. I'm talking about solo photographer who is reasonably good, has some 15, 20k followers on Instagram. How much they will charge? Okay, we'll put 50,000 per event. That is reasonable. It won't go 50,000 per event. Photo, then candid video, editing, album, all of that put together, 50k. In a year, how many events will they cover? 2 or 3 events, that's all. Full year, 2, 3 events, that's it. Not marriage, all events. How many events, guys? 30, that's all. Can we keep roughly 50 events in a year? Okay. So 50k they will get for 50 events, roughly. I'm only keeping minimum side, guys. Trust me, when you look at the big photographers, they charge 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs per event. Do you know that? Aware of that? Okay. So, what is the revenue, guys? 25 lakhs is the annual salary. Now, 50 events means, assuming each event I have to work for 3 days. So, I'll roughly work only for half a year, guys. I will work. Keep it as 180 days, including the day of event, editing the photos, submitting that, all of that put together. How much? 180 days. Correct? No need to worry about travel. That event people will take, the event will take care. Food also, event people will give for half the days, marriage food. So by working half the year, you're earning how much? 25 lakhs. Hey, good, not bad. This is the minimum. Let's go now to makeup artist. How much they charge, guys, for makeup? 5 lakhs, Janeshwar. For doing the makeup. Yes, girls, come on. How much? Yes. How much? 1 lakh per event. Okay, we'll keep reasonable. 40,000 for one full event, correct? No, really, if you don't believe me, go check the pages of makeup artists, DM them, find the price. Okay. Again, how many events in a year? 50 events if you keep, they make how much? This is minimum 20 lakhs in a year. At least photographer has the work of editing. After that, makeup artist no need to do any edit. Already it's an edit, correct? Okay. So, no need to do any edit, guys. So now 20 lakhs by working for how many days in a year? 50 days. That's it. So for my wedding also, my wife called one makeup artist. She charged 50,000 rupees. Okay. Then I asked, hey, what is this 50k? 50k, so much money. Then they told, for me it's free, complimentary. For me, for her 50,000. Then she did for 50,000 rupees, she did the makeup. Fully she did, she came for wedding. She did the makeup, 20 minutes over. She came, sat down. Marriage, she started crying. Marriage, I don't know why she started crying. Some emotion, she started crying. Full makeup went off. I said, hey, don't cry. First the relatives will ask, why you are crying? They'll ask me only. That is also okay. 50k is going in front of me. At least let it stay for 2 hours for few photos. Okay. And she makeup artist also left. So for them, no other work editing. So 20 lakhs by just working 50 days in a year. Fine. Okay. Of course, they have skill, guys. You have to learn a lot of things. I mean, to do the makeup, it's not that easy. You have to be extremely good. Let's take Pani Puri, guys. Good Pani Puri shop. In a day, how much business will they make? In a day. In a day, guys. How much? I'm talking about a famous Pani Puri shop where full crowd is always there. Keep billing 20, 30 in a day. Do you know this mall called Phoenix in Chennai? Those who are outside Chennai, nothing to worry. It's a huge mall in Chennai, biggest mall in Chennai. And this mall, guys, follow. This mall has lot of shops inside, like Adidas, Nike. Then they have jewelry shop. Theater also is there. IMAX, all of that. Can you guess in Phoenix which shop has the highest revenue per day? It's Kakada Ramprasad. Kakada Ramprasad is there in Phoenix in center. It's a chaat shop. They sell chaats and sweets. That shop has the highest revenue per day in Phoenix. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. It's not your Adidas, Samsung or other stores. This chaat shop has the highest revenue per day. Always, whenever you go to Phoenix, that shop will always be crowded. They sell all of this. That means these chaat shops earn a lot of money. In a day, he will easily make 10,000 rupees as revenue. 30 days, 3 lakhs into 12, 36 lakhs, guys, annual revenue. If you take Pani Puri cost is not much. What is that? You know, the cost is very less. So if you take even 10 lakhs for cost, they will also end up with around 25 lakhs profit. This is only I'm talking Pani Puri shop. Kakada Ramprasad will be much higher. So now, why am I discussing all these? All these people make 20, 30, 40 lakhs per year on average. Now, to Pani Puri, do you pay in cash or GPay? Both. Makeup artist, how do you pay? Cash. They generally take cash. Photographers, how do you pay? Cash. So, will they pay income tax? No. Cash means no accountability. Only bank, at least if you see some shops, they'll tell no GPay, only cash. Because if you pay GPay, tax, guys. Okay. Now, why we discussed all of this? Like this, there are many solo entrepreneurs and solo business people who get a lot of money but are out of the financial system itself. So, government wanted to bring all these people inside and introduce something called one-person company. Are you following, guys? One-person company. Exam, don't remember all of this. Background. For exam today, what to remember? Small company limits. One-person company was introduced to attract individual entrepreneurs to do business. But the problem was not many actually signed up. Photographers continue to do the business without signing up. So one-person company is there, but not that successfully used by everybody. Idea was there to, if everybody registered as company, then they have to pay tax of, then all these people will lose 30% of the money. That was the idea, but did not work out that well. But we don't care about practical aspect of it. Exam, what is important? Follow. We are going to see some 7-8 points now in one-person company. 7-8 concepts. First concept. One-person company, word is person. Such a person should be a natural person. Are you following, guys? Has to be a natural. That means artificial person. Company cannot start a one-person company. Only an individual. Natural person means who is an individual only can start one-person company. Next. Can Sundar Pichai, CEO of Google, can he start one-person company? This benefit is given for Indian individuals predominantly. So how they have defined it? They have defined it as such a natural person should be an Indian citizen. Indian citizen. Whether resident or not, I don't care. He can be a resident, he need not be a resident, but he has to be a Indian citizen. How do I know somebody is Indian citizen? You should have Indian passport. You should have the Indian passport. Are you following, guys? Generally, you can be citizen of only one country. Very few countries allow you to be citizen of two countries. It's called dual citizenship. But either ways, you can vote only in election of one country. That's basic. You can't vote in both the countries. Are you following? So Sundar Pichai, if he's a US citizen, Indian citizen, he is an Indian citizen if he has the Indian passport. Are you following, guys? Now, so can Ricky Ponting, cricket player, can David Warner, can Lionel Messi, can they start one-person company in India? No. Are they Indian citizens? No. That is first thing. Are you following, guys? Okay. Now Ashwin is an Indian citizen, but he left India. He went to Australia for work. He's staying in Australia for the last 5 years. Can he start one-person company? He can start according to this. But the law says, if your idea is to help Indian entrepreneurs, if you're in Australia for 5 years, you have a lot of money, you're doing business. Why do you want one-person company? Start a regular private company. One-person company has a lot of benefits. No need to file. See, one-person company and small company has a lot of benefits. One example is one-person company and small company need not prepare cash flow statement. So, lot of exemptions. No exemption for you. So, they are saying such an Indian citizen should stay in India for at least 120 days in the previous year. Are you following, guys? Sir, exam, what should I remember? All this background knowledge I understood, sir. Exam, one-person company can be started only by an individual who's a natural person. Such an individual should be an Indian citizen, whether he's resident or not resident. But he should stay in India for at least 120 days in the previous financial year. In the previous financial year. Are you following, guys? Not calendar year. So this year, if I want to start OPC, then in previous financial year, I should have stayed for at least 120 days. Are you following, everybody? Clear, guys? Okay, perfect. This is second provision. Okay. Third, we studied in foundation that a company has perpetual succession. So if a company, all the members travel in the same car and meet accident, company will still go on forever. You remember how many of you didn't study this? Perpetual succession. Don't know what is perpetual succession? No. Didn't study about company anywhere. Company goes on forever. Okay, I will take these basic terms. End of the chapter, remind me. Separate legal entity, perpetual succession, I'll take it in the end of the chapter. Please remind me, I will cover it. Okay. Nothing, don't have to worry. Now, here they are saying, since one-person company has only one person, imagine that person is X. If X dies, what will happen? Correct? So, who will take care of company? So, they are saying, one-person company should appoint a nominee. How you appoint, put nominee for insurance? How you put nominee for other things, bank account? Like that, OPC should put a nominee. Such a nominee also should satisfy the above conditions. Indian citizen, resident or not, I don't care, but stay in India for more than 120 days in previous financial year. So both the member of one-person company and the nominee of 1% company, both should satisfy the above point. Which one? Are you following, guys? Clear? Understood? Perfect. So what remember for exam? Member or nominee should satisfy above provisions. Indian citizen, whether resident or not, but stayed in India for more than or equal to 120 days. Clear? Huh? Easy, guys. Next. Imagine we have two OPCs. OPC A, OPC B. Member, nominee. X is member here, Y is nominee here. Y is member here, X is nominee here. Possible, huh? Is it possible, guys? Hello? Now I will have OPC C. Can I have again XY? Can I have it, guys? No. So, what is the conclusion? An individual can be member of only one OPC, nominee also of only one OPC. But both is possible. And a member or individual can be member and nominee of only one OPC. Are you following, guys? Hello? Why is this coming? Okay, I'll fix that. Okay. Following, guys. Next, keeping this as background. Whom do you want to kill? X or Y? X. X died. Okay. So, since X died, let me remove him from the picture. So, who becomes the member now? Y becomes the member. Now, if you see, for both the OPCs, Y is the member. But not by choice, because of death of somebody else. Correct? But the law says you can be member of only one OPC. What to do? Are you following? So, the law understands this scenario that death is not normal, doesn't happen on a daily basis. It's a very peculiar scenario. So, here they are saying, if a scenario like this happens, where you become the member of two OPCs, that member, that Y, within 180 days should decide which OPC he wants to continue. Whether he wants to continue in OPC A or OPC B. So, what's the summary? A member or nominee can be a member or nominee of only one OPC. But if you become member of two OPCs because of any circumstance, then within 180 days, you will decide which OPC you want to continue. Are you following, guys? Understanding? Any doubts still here? Now, follow, guys. Let me run through the points of OPC in the book. These are all separate points. Should you mug up all these points what I discussed now? They will not ask you, what is OPC? Write about OPC. Write all these points. Gone are the days. Any one point will be a case study question. Either this or this or this or a combination of all can be MCQ or case study question. What are the points we have in our book? You have to make rocket notes from this. What are the points? Look at this. Incorporated by a single person to promote and encourage entrepreneurship. Fine. It's a separate legal entity with limited liability. So, 1% company is also a company. So, they have features of separate legal entity and limited liability. Can be incorporated by one member. Fine. One member of OPC can be nominee in an other OPC. Okay. Where a member becomes a member in more than one OPC, he can decide which OPC should continue within the next 180 days. We saw this 120 days in previous financial year. he should also be an Indian citizen. Are you able to follow, guys? Indian citizen means you should have Indian passport and you should be eligible to vote in Indian election. They won't ask that in exam. I've just given for extra knowledge. Clear, guys? Following. Then, can OPC be converted to private limited company? Yes. Can I convert to public limited company? Yes, that's my wish. Whenever I want, I can convert. So, OPC can be converted into any other company other than, you will understand why it can't be converted to Section 8 company when I take Section 8 company. Are you following, guys? The next 2 points I'll brief now so that OPC gets over, but you will understand only later. You will remind me when I go to chapter 2, when I teach a concept called lifting of corporate wheel. That time you will understand the why of this. Till then you keep trying to find out. That's the hint I can give. OPC cannot invest in securities of other corporates and cannot invest in NBFC. I'll explain what the point says, but you should tell me what the why later, or I'll tell the why now. If you can understand, that's great. Let's say we have Tata Motors, and we have, let's say, Dinesh. Can Dinesh buy shares of Tata Motors? Then we have ITC. Can ITC buy shares of Tata Motors? Yes, one company can buy shares of investment. Hello, one company, ITC, can buy shares of Tata Motors. Following, sure, second row, corner, birthday girl. Yes, Shura Purira. Are you understanding? Yes. Dinesh can buy shares of Tata Motors. ITC can buy shares of Tata Motors. Next, can Dinesh OPC, Dinesh started a 1% company. Can Dinesh OPC, can they buy shares of Tata Motors? No. Can they buy, guys? No. Are you following? Hello? That's what they are saying. OPC cannot buy shares in any other company, not even shares. They can't invest in securities, also can't invest in NBFC. NBFC, for example, Bajaj Finance. So Dinesh OPC cannot invest in Bajaj Finance. This is what the law says. But why? Why, guys? Very simple. If you remember lifting of corporate wheel in foundation, you will get the logic, but I will still brief it now quickly. If Dinesh has income of 100 crores, he has to pay tax of 30%. Correct? So what Dinesh will do, Dinesh will start Dinesh OPC and transfer half his income, 50 crores, to Dinesh OPC. And to avoid tax, he will split his income into 2 entities, himself and Dinesh OPC, show some expenses here like a business and pay less tax. This concept was seen in lifting of corporate wheel for protection of revenue and tax in foundation. We will anyway see in unit 2. Are you following, guys? So to avoid tax, they are saying you can't do this. Also, another interpretation is, if you have so much extra money that you can invest in some other company as an investment, why OPC? Start private company, pay me also fees. See, the idea of OPC is lower compliance, less legal cost. Correct? If Dinesh has so much money where he can invest in shares, just like that, that means when you can invest, when you have more money. So government is saying, don't invest in shares, convert to private company, invest in me by giving fees. Are you following, guys? That's the interpretation. That's why you cannot invest in securities, not shares. Securities includes shares, debentures, bonds, etc. of other companies. Cannot invest in NBFC. Last one, change in name of OPC does not amount to alteration of MOA. You will understand this when I take MOA in next chapter. Are you following, guys? Clear? So these are the points which we have in our book. that you just have to remember the concepts. Clear? You have to make summary notes. Yes, Vignesh, doubt. Existing, I can create OPC. I can invest in shares, not in the name of OPC, in my name. OPC can do business. It cannot do investment because many companies do this investment scam. They will create one company, no business. It will only invest in other shares and leave it. Investment subsidiary. Invest entity created just for the purpose of investment to avoid tax. If you take this company ILFS scam, recently people are talking about it. They created, if you take Adani itself, not a scam guys, but the report says Adani has so many investment dummy entities outside India just for the purpose of investment. It's like X will invest in Y companies, Y will invest in Z, Z will invest in A will invest in X, X will again invest in B, B will invest in Z, Z will again invest in W, W will invest in M, M will invest in Z, Z will invest in Q, Q will invest in D, D will again invest in A. Like this, they will create one chain. So, same money will travel in this maze. Same 1 crore will travel here and there, from here alone. So, if something goes wrong, this company will tell, ask that company. That will tell, ask this company. They will show, ask. Everybody is owned by whom, guys? One company. X. I can't tell the name. Are you following, guys? Are you understanding? Clear? So, to avoid this, they are saying, you do this in private and public company because they have a lot of legal complaints and disclosures. We can catch you, but not for an OPC, because OPC is for an individual who is a genuine business person, entrepreneurship, not an investment entity. Are you following now? Understood, guys? That's the reason. I can challenge you, go search anywhere, Google it, ChatGPT it, go search on YouTube, find out logic why you can't invest in securities. Very rarely you will find. Not only this, so many logics we are discussing. But for exam, what you need? These points. That's it. Following, guys? Okay. Yes? Doubt? Yes. No. I just now told individual should be natural person from having Indian citizen. How can foreign individuals start OPC? No, Indian citizen, if he's in foreign, I will check if he stayed for 120 days. That's all. So, you can go to foreign how many ever years, but every year, whatever years, guys, every year you should stay in India for 120 days. His question is, sir, I started OPC here, but next year I went to foreign. You go to moon also, I don't care. But you should stay in India for 120 days in the previous financial year. So in year 3, in year 2 you have to stay for 120. In year 4, in year 3 you have to stay for 120. If you are not able to stay, you can't be member of OPC. You have to close or you have to find somebody else. Nominee will become member. Are you understanding? We have exam questions. Nominee is getting married and going to US permanently. Can she be nominee of OPC? No. That's it. Because she can't stay for 120 days. Are you following, guys? Clear? Yes. Page number you search in the PDF, you will get it. I don't want to give the PDF page number because this is not, what to say. The actual book that you get, page number will change. Okay. So in that you find it. Yes. OPC cannot directly invest in securities. OPC cannot invest in securities, yes. But no, let's Okay. So what Dhyaneshwar question is, good question, follow guys. OPC made a sales. Sale entry is debtor to sales. Recording students, we are discussing all questions. It's just for you to understand. Okay, debtor to sales. Let's say 100. Now consideration should come. Normally it will be bank to debtors 100. What Dhyaneshwar's doubt is, sir, this company didn't pay me bank. They are paying me shares in some other company. Is this allowed? No. Strict interpretation. Law says what? You cannot invest in securities. If I allow this, then everyone will do this. Correct? If Dhyaneshwar as a student can think this, qualified CA with 10 years experience, he can't think this idea. Are you following? Lawmaker has 50 years of experience. So, this is not allowed. Good question. No, it's a very good question. You can't invest in securities in any manner. You can't get these shares. If you get, sir, now I got, sir, what I should do? Sell it. Get the cash. Immediately sell on the same day or next day and get cash. No non-compliance. That's it. Following guys. Okay. With this OPC comes to an end. So types of companies over guys. What is it? Private, public, small. Today's content, sir, almost 1 hour over, sir. Exam, what should I remember? Small company, turnover limit is 40 crores. Paid up share capital, 4 crores. But that 40 can go up to 100, 4 can go up to 10. As 1% company cannot be a subsidiary or holding, cannot be a Section 8 company, sorry, small company cannot be a Section 8 company, cannot be a statutory company, cannot be a holding or subsidiary. For small 1% company, key points. Who can be member of 1% company? Only an individual. Stayed in India for 120 days or more. Next. Should be an Indian citizen. Next. Should appoint a nominee 120 days or more. Then you can be maximum 1 if you become member of 2 OPCs. Leave within 180 days. You cannot invest in securities of some other company or NBFC. Clear guys. Now we'll go move to next one. Next we are going to go to associate company. In types of control, what are we going to do guys? Associate company. With me guys, follow. What is an associate company? Simple. For holding and subsidiary, you should have how much control? More than half. That means more than that. If I have to invest more than 50%, it's a lot of money. Associate company says, I don't want to invest more than 50%. I'll give an example. When associate comes, for you to get context, let's take Hyundai. Hyundai car manufacturing company. See, this chapter I'm going to take it detailed. It's basics. Okay, we might spend some time. I know it's foundation syllabus, but you need to understand in depth of why each company, because throughout Companies Act, I'm going to keep referring to OPC, holding, subsidiary, associate, listed, unlisted, government. That time you should have full control of why I will start this company. Okay. Hyundai is there in Chennai. The Hyundai factory where cars are manufactured is in Chennai. Is Hyundai manufacturing cars? No. What does Hyundai do? Assembles cars. So it will buy tires from somebody, it will buy glass from somebody, it will buy seat from somebody, it will buy the car body from somebody, spare parts from somebody, and it will do the assembly. Then what is Hyundai manufacturing? Only that engine also it comes from the main factory globally. So the plant in Chennai does only assembly of car. Now from Chennai's Hyundai plant only, Hyundai cars are sent across India. Delhi, Mumbai, Andhra, Hyderabad, wherever. If I am buying Hyundai car in Chennai, and if you are buying Hyundai car, let's say in Delhi, Will the car be same or different? Same. Wherever I buy in India has to be same. That means the assembly should be perfect. There cannot be difference, correct? The steering of car I buy in Chennai branch and in Mumbai branch should be same. That only is called branding. iPhone, wherever I buy, same. Correct, guys? So, that means assembly, more than assembly, these parts are important because I'm buying the parts from multiple people. I might buy tires from MRF, not a problem. MRF tires will be consistent. But I might buy the seat cover from some small entity in Chennai. Correct? I might buy the nut and bolt from some small entity in Chennai. I might buy the car, let's say, spare parts from some small entity. That means those parts should be uniform. So, can Hyundai just leave it like that or have an eye on those people? Let's say, for example, this entity, we will call it, let's say, Auto Limited is supplying seat cover to Hyundai. Okay. Now, every seat cover of every car should be same. So, can Hyundai just trust to Auto Limited and leave it, or should Hyundai have an eye on Auto Limited? Have an eye on Auto Limited, correct? So, if I have to have an eye, I don't have to have a control. I just have to monitor. Are you following, guys? So, it's like, to put it in simple terms, father and son is a relationship of control. Usually, father and son until a certain age is a relationship of control. Brother and sister, or two brothers or two sisters, siblings basically, is generally a relationship of influence. Correct? You will listen to brother and sister, but you will do what you want. Correct? It's not a relationship of control, it's a relationship of influence. So, here Hyundai doesn't want to control Auto Limited in every decision they do. You do what you want. I will just come and see once in a week. Is everything fine? Correct? So, that is called an associate company, where to come and see and influence your decisions, I don't have to have more than 50%. I have to have more than 20%. Are you following, guys? Now connect this Hyundai example with the definition of an associate company. Simple definition. Look at this. In relation to another company means a company in which that other company, that means other company is Hyundai, in relation to another company means a company is Auto Limited. Now read the definition, Barak. In relation to another company, other means Hyundai, means a company in which that other company has significant influence, but which is not a subsidiary of the other company having such influence and includes a joint venture. Are you following, guys? Clear? What is significant influence? Has at least 20% of the total voting, that means more than or equal to 20%, or control of 20%, or control of business decisions under an agreement. Are you following, guys? So, for exam, what I should remember? X, Y. X and Y has basically significant. X can be in our case Hyundai, Y can be Auto. What is significant influence? Significant influence is basically control of at least 20% of voting power or control of business decisions. That's it. This only is key for the exam. Are you understanding? Where will this control come? It can either come from equity shares, and they are also saying it can come from convertible preference shares. It can come from equity shares or convertible preference shares. Are you understanding, guys? It can come from equity or convertible preference shares. Any doubts in this? That's it. For exam, what should I remember? This one. So this X is called investing party. This Y is called an associate. Or in other words, if I am Hyundai, Y is my associate or Auto is my associate. Are you following, guys? Look at the terms here. Look at the terms. For X or Hyundai, Y is an associate. For Y, X is a investing party. Very important terms. It's, see, for subsidiary, above company is what? Holding. For holding, below company is what? Subsidiary. So for Auto, above company is investing party. For above company Hyundai, this is called associate. Are you following, guys? An associate company also includes what they are saying, joint venture. Hero Honda came together for a particular project. That's a joint venture. Are you following, guys? To build metro, L&T clubbed with some other company. Which company? Have you seen some other company's name? Maruti. L&T and Maruti came together. No, for constructing, Maruti and Suzuki came together for Maruti Suzuki. It's a joint venture. Maruti said, I know Indian sentiment very well. Suzuki said, my technology of car is good. Come on, let's come together. Today, number one in car is Maruti Suzuki in India. Top 3 in terms of domestic car sales, passenger vehicles. Are you following, guys? Okay. Then, this what company, guys? Hello? What company is this? Associate company. Can we proceed, guys? Okay. Next. So, we are done with companies based on control. What is companies based on control? Holding and subsidiary we saw in the previous class. This is associate company. Perfect. Next, guys, next is access to capital. Simple, will finish in 5 minutes. Access to capital is of 2 companies, listed and unlisted companies. They have defined unlisted company as a company which is not a listed company. So easy. Not a listed company. Over. What is listed company? Listed its securities on a recognized stock exchange. Are you following, guys? Clear? Listed its securities on a recognized stock exchange. Like what? BSE and NSE. Earlier days, we had more stock exchanges like Madras Stock Exchange, Kolkata Stock Exchange, many were there. Now everything is closed. Are you following, guys? I'll come to that. Follow. Now again, what is a stock exchange, guys? What happens in stock exchange? Place where you can buy and sell. That means stock exchange is basically a marketplace. Like how you go to flower market, buy and sell flowers. How you go to fruit market, buy and sell fruits. Stock exchange is a marketplace where you can buy and sell shares. Are you following, guys? Okay. First, let me finish exam viewpoint. Listed means listed on recognized stock exchange. Now, can I have debentures? My debentures are listed in the stock exchange of BSE. Can I call it a listed company? I'll again explain this. Follow, guys. Guys, follow with me. Tata has equity shares, preference shares and debentures. Equity shares are not listed. Preference shares are, guys, not listed. But debentures are listed in the stock exchange. Is this a listed company? Hello, guys. How many of you know? How many of you yes? The answer is yes. They are not saying listing of shares. They use the word listing of securities. So understand that debentures also can be listed and debentures also can be bought and sold. Are you following, guys? You can check in Google. So if you see listed debentures in India, guys, you can find, for example, all these companies, Ashirvad Microfinance. Okay, this is a listed debentures. So if I take this, Ashirvad Microfinance is a listed debentures which you can buy, guys. Look at this. You can buy it. These are traded in the stock exchange. You can buy it. Last traded price 1,900,000. You can buy at that price. Lastly traded on 5th July. These are debentures which are listed. Are you following, guys? So just like how shares can be bought and sold, debentures also can be bought and sold. This company, this Ashirvad Microfinance, is in Chennai only. It's called a debt listed company. It's called what, guys? Debt listed company. That means only the debt securities are listed. I can list equity and preference also. Then both equity and preference will be listed. Are you following, guys? Clear? Understanding? So this is one part. Be very clear on this. We have some more detailing over here, which I will do it after I finish share capital and debentures chapter. There is a very good amendment over here, which they have tested in exam also in the old syllabus, where they will give you list of 5 securities. They will ask you whether it's listed or unlisted. For that, first I should teach you what is preference shares, what is debentures, in detail about that. So for now, for exam, what remember, we have 2 types of companies, listed and unlisted. Unlisted means not listed, you know. Listed means any security listed on the recognized stock exchange. The amendment part I will take after share capital chapter. Remind me that time. Clear, guys? It's an important amendment. I will take it that time. Are you following? Now somebody asked me why they are all closed. Very simple. It's a big story. I will take it also later. But for now, just to summarize, marketplaces where people will buy and sell. Earlier, there was no technology. So if you have to sell shares, you have to go to Madras Stock Exchange to buy and sell shares. Sitting here in the class, I can't buy and sell shares. See, sitting here in the class, can I buy fruits and vegetables today? Yes. Yes, because of apps like Big Basket, Zepto, etc. Now, because of these Swiggy, Instamart, now because of these apps, so many businesses are closed up. The small fruit seller and vegetable vendors, the number of those vendors have decreased. Yes. Today, sitting in my house, can I order flowers to my house? Yes, there is an app called Pookadai. Its app is called Pookadai, where if you place order, they will deliver flowers to your house. Don't have to go and buy. Like this, there are so many apps. Correct? If you want to buy milk, you can order an app, it will come. Okay, so not that. Okay, now follow, guys. But earlier days, let's go back to 1990s, guys. In 1990s, if you want to buy flowers, milk or fruits, do you have an app? You have to go to the market. So, same way if you have to buy shares in 1990s, you have to go to the market. So, market was there in many places in India. Madras Stock Exchange, Kolkata, all of that. Correct? But today if you want to buy and sell shares, you can just buy using the app. You have so many apps. The trading market itself became online. The BSE and NSE is now an online market because of technology. So anybody can buy shares or sell shares from anywhere in the world with these apps. So why do I have to have physical market across India? Close everything. Just have two markets, BSE and NSE. Got it up. Some other day when I go to section 46, share certificate, I will tell you a story. My father-in-law was actually one of a stockbroker in Madras Stock Exchange. He was the president of Madras Stock Exchange. So I'll tell you stories when I go to share capital chapter. Are you able to follow, guys? Clear? Understanding? Dinesh, got the logic? Okay. For exam, listed, unlisted. That's it. Now we have last one section. Others. If we finish others, chapter will come to an end. Are you following, guys? This chapter I'm going to go very detailed in concepts, but not for all sections. What is 2 subsection 85? Small company. Loudly, guys. Small company. 123. Declaration of dividend. 123 rule 3. 3 rules. 123 subsection 3. Interim dividend. 124. Unpaid dividend. 125. IEPF. 126. 127. Penalty for non-paying dividend. Clear up? Are you all following, guys? Now under others type of companies, first let me write down what all we have. Once that gets over, chapter will get over, guys. Fine. See, like I said, how many hours is our law class? I have mentioned roughly about 120 to 130 hours. That's it. Not more than that. But don't, after we finish the batch, don't actually count and tell, sir, only 105 came. Or, I will know only when the batch gets over. See, old syllabus I can tell you. Law class for me is 110 to 120 hours. That's it. New syllabus, we are doing it now with the changes. So, only once we finish, I can identify. Are you following, guys? End of the batch, you will know. But we are going to cover everything. Others we have foreign company, government company, section 8 company, public financial institution, Nidhi company, Nidhi company, and we have one more. Dormant company. Are you following, guys? We have 6 types of companies and others. Once this gets over, chapter will come to an end. Are you all following, guys? I'll take them all one by one, guys. Foreign company, government, section 8 company, public financial institution, Nidhi and dormant company. I just wrote in random order. There is no order, guys. They're all separate companies. Clear? You might have already studied in foundation. Good for you. Learn. By now, we should already known. Same topic in foundation. Can you see the level of detailing we have in inter? Hello? If you already studied it, same detailing in foundation, good for you, but exam they won't ask all that in foundation. Inter they will ask. Okay. Let's go one by one. Foreign company first. Now, this foreign company only is a beautiful concept amended for us. Earlier, I used to teach foreign company for 10 minutes and end it. This time I have to spend 2 hours because the new inclusion in new syllabus is section 379 to 395 plus they have added FEMA. That means it's because of these foreign companies which are disturbing Indian laws, tax evasion, this money regulation. So they want you to learn because today the number of foreign transactions are so easy. Correct. So this is the new inclusion in new syllabus. This foreign company and FEMA, I can expect an exam both put together 15 to 20 marks will come. Okay, at least 15 marks. Okay, 1-5. For that, introduction is this foreign company. What is a foreign company, guys? The definition goes like this. I will tell the definition first, then we'll break it down. They are saying foreign company means a company which has place of business. Foreign company means a company registered outside India but has a place of business in India either by itself or through an agent, physically or electronically. I will break down the definition for you, very simple. Foreign company is a company which is registered or incorporated outside India but has a place of business in India. Are you following, guys? Incorporated outside India but has a place of business in India either by itself or through an agent, and either by itself can be physical or electronic mode, e-mode, or through agent can be physical or through an agent. This is my definition. If I read this in the book, I'll again come back here. Okay, if I read in the book, yeah, look at this. Foreign company means a company or body corporate incorporated outside India which has a place of business in India, whether by itself or through an agent, physically or through electronic mode. 2 subsection 42 you have to remember, important for our exam. Foreign company. Clear, guys? That only I broke down the definition. Let's go one by one. Incorporated outside India means US has its own company law, UK has its own company law, incorporated in those countries but has a place of business in India. Example, Amazon, Uber, McDonald's. Are you following, guys? Amazon is a US entity registered outside India but has a place of business in India. Are you following? That's a subsidiary. That only we will discuss in foreign company chapter. Okay. Now, place of business in India can be in 4 ways. Place of business in India by itself through a physical office. I will give example. Amazon or take Citibank. For example, if you take Citibank, Citibank is a US bank but it has a place of business in India by itself through physical mode. Correct? Hello, are you all following? Understanding? Amazon also has office in Chennai and many other places. Now give me example of a foreign company incorporated outside India, has a place of business in India through itself but online, doesn't have office in India. Example. So many other. Alibaba, like Amazon and Flipkart, You have the Chinese e-commerce called Alibaba. You can go and buy there also. But they don't have any office in India. But they will send the goods to you from China. So, Chinese company incorporated outside India has a place of business in India through itself, through online mode. Are you following, guys? Hello? Give me more examples. How many times are you getting online ads for buying clothes? For example, let me show you one more now. Okay. If I have to take, for example, he is an online tech reviewer. Okay. Now, I'm just showing. Why is it not loading? 1 second. Okay. He's the YouTube tech reviewer, guys. One of the top tech reviewers. Now, he has his own t-shirts. He's the number one YouTuber in terms of tech products. Okay, he's from US. Now, he's selling his products, t-shirts you can buy. I can buy it, it gets delivered to India. I bought it from my brother, one shirt I bought once. Now, this is a incorporated outside India, place of business in India through himself, but through online. Are you getting it? Now, give me options, examples like this, incorporated outside India, place of business in India through an agent, but by physical. Through an agent. Starbucks, very good. Starbucks or KFC franchise. KFC and Starbucks is a foreign entity. Starbucks now Tata purchased. I know. Let's take KFC. KFC is a foreign company. It has a place of business in India, but through a agent, franchise. Somebody in Chennai will take franchise. Somebody in Hyderabad will take franchise. Are you following, guys? Physical. Last one. Give me example. Incorporate outside India, place of business in India through an agent. And sorry, not agent, guys. Last one. I don't know how I wrote this. Through electronic mode. Example. Example, guys. Okay, let me show. For example, let's say I am buying a leg massage. Amazon US. Okay. Now, if I am buying this, I just have to remove the US, it will still come. Okay. Now, if I buy, not this link. Okay, foot massage. I'm buying in Amazon, guys. You can see the price as some 12,000 rupees. I'm not going to buy. I'm just showing example. Now, in Amazon, I can buy this. Who is the seller? Have you seen any time in Amazon who is the seller of the product? That seller can be Indian seller or foreign seller. Correct? So, here who is the seller? Some Agaro store. This Agaro could be a foreign company, correct? Or let's take this one. It should basically be a non-Indian seller. Okay. 1 year warranty, okay, fine. Come down. Who is the seller, guys? They have not given who the seller is. You have to search and find. Now, where is it? Lifelong store, okay. Now, this Lifelong, is it an Indian company or US company? Looks like an Indian company. But this Agaro looks like a foreign company. Correct? It looks like a foreign company. I don't know if it's Indian or not. So, what they are saying, if I am buying a leg massage in Amazon, look at this. From a seller who is in US. So, that US seller who is selling leg massage is incorporated outside India, has a place of business in India, but not by himself, through an agent, through Amazon online mode. Are you following up? Foreign company. Look at the detailing of the definition. Clear, guys? Book I would have given 4 examples. Physical mode, Citibank. electronic mode, Amazon. Any franchise, example, KFC, through an agent electronically using Make My Trip app to book flights from Dubai to US on Emirates. Perfect. Make My Trip is a foreign company, not an Indian app. Hello. Make My Trip is a US company. Ease My Trip is an Indian company. Okay. Make My Trip, if you are buying, in that I am booking tickets from Dubai to US, booking on Emirates flight. It's what? Foreign company, Emirates, operating in India through an agent. Are you following, guys? Clear? Understanding? It is a foreign company. Look at this. If we go here, nowadays this Microsoft Bing is troubling a lot. If I just type share price, you get in dollars, $40. It's a US company operating in India. Okay. Fine. So from now start booking tickets on Ease My Trip, Indian company. Just joking, guys. Your wish. Book on whichever app you want. Fine. We are done with which definition, guys? Foreign company. So for exam, what should I remember? This chart definition. What's a foreign company? Foreign company is incorporated outside India, has a place of business in India, either by itself or through an agent, physically or electronic mode. That's it. Section 2, subsection 42. 285 is small. That's it. I'm only going to tell two definitions in this chapter. For me, remember just two. 242 is foreign. 285 small. Following, guys. Clear? Easy to remember this section. Later I'll tell you story. When I go to section 42, it's about foreign little bit. So it will become easy when I go to that section. Okay. Next, let's proceed. Some more companies, guys. I have to finish all this. Let me take government. Government is easy. Government company is a company, straightforward, don't have to do interpretation detail. Is a company in which more than or equal to, they use the word not less than 51% of paid up share capital is held by whom, guys? Is held by central government or state government or combination of both. That's it. Are you following? Simple definition. Where not less than 51% of paid up share capital is held by central, state or combination of both. It's called a government company. Clear? All of you with me, guys? Okay. Perfect. Follow, guys. Yes. So, will they or should they need to follow their His question is, foreign companies incorporated outside India, should they follow Indian Companies Act or Foreign Companies Act? That's why you have to wait till I go to 379 to 395, which tells me a foreign company should follow Indian Companies Act or foreign law. That only is a new addition to syllabus. Okay. Done. Okay. Now let's take a company like BSNL. Okay. If I just type BSNL India, shareholding pattern, look at this. If you can see here in Google, BSNL is a 100% government of India public entity. That means 100% of shares of BSNL is held by central government. That's why loss. I'm not saying loss because you are not using. How many of you are using BSNL here? Only Pooja and Daneshwar. Good job, guys. Okay. Hey, what BSNL only signal is good, correct? Yes or no? Cyclone comes also BSNL works. I'm going to get a BSNL SIM soon. Okay. Okay. Follow, guys. Now, I'm giving you practical examples, guys. Now, follow, guys. Let's take LIC. In LIC, 95% is held by central government. 5% is held by public. Is this a government company? Yes. Let's take another company called X Limited. In this, 30% is held by Tamil Nadu government, 30% is held by AP government, 60% overall, 40% is held by public. Is this a government company? Yes or no? Now this X Limited has a subsidiary. Now you know what a subsidiary is? Has a subsidiary Y Limited. Is Y Limited government company? I'll again redraw the chart if you want. X Limited, 30% Tamil Nadu government, 30% AP government, 40% public. Are you following, guys? This is a government company. Yes. This is a subsidiary of X Limited. So it is also a, is this a government company? Because indirectly government only controls. Therefore, yes, it's a government company. Are you following, guys? Clear? Hello? Understanding? So government company definition is simple. Government company means a company in which not less than 51% of the paid up share capital is held by central government or state government or combination of central and state government. And subsidiary of government is also a government company. Are you following, guys? That's it. Following? Yes, doubt? I'll give one more example. Let's take LIC or let's take some other government company. Let's take BSNL. Just now we saw. BSNL 100% is held by whom? Central government. If BSNL has a subsidiary, for example, MTNL, subsidiary of BSNL. Now, is MTNL government company? Yes. Even though government is not having direct shares in MTNL, through BSNL, they control what? MTNL. Are you following, guys? Example. Following, guys? Clear. Okay. So with this, we are done with two types of other companies, guys. Foreign companies done and government companies done. Are you following? Now, next one. I will write something. You tell me what it is. Okay. Company, or let's say, let's take LIC, guys. LIC is incorporated under a special act. So it is what company? Statutory company. Yes or no, guys? Loudly. In LIC, more than approximately 95% of LIC shares is with. So what company is it? Now LIC is statutory company or government company? Are you following? It meets the definition of statutory and also meets definition of. So a statutory company plus government company is called a public financial institution, PFI. Public financial institution. Are you following, guys? Why public financial institution? Who invested in this company? Government. Who gave money to government? Public. Are you following, guys? So look at the definition of public financial institution. Look at this. They say, it's a beautiful definition. It is established or constituted by a central or state act. Established or constituted under central or state act, and at least 51% of paid up share capital is controlled by central government, state government, or combination of both. So it's a combination of government and statutory company. Special act means central or state act. Are you following, guys? All of you with me? This is what? Public financial institution. Clear, guys? All of you with me? Hello? So we are done with third one. Public financial institution also. Only 3 more left. Next we will take what, guys? Nidhi company. Dinesh got excited. Yes. What is Nidhi company, Dinesh? What is it? Hey, don't think other. It's Nidhi company. It's a type of company. Well, I was also like Dinesh. When I started studying for my CA inter days in 2012, when I got the first book of inter, before the classes, I got study mat. So I didn't know which one to use. It's going to be a lame joke only, guys. Okay. So I opened the book. Then I was seeing law book. Let's study with law. There I saw Nidhi company. I didn't understand. Hey, what is this Nidhi? That time I had a classmate also in school called Nidhi. So I called her and told, hey, your name is coming in the book. Lame thing. Now what is Nidhi company? Simple. You all know the answer. In school, social studies again. You remember reading this? What is this? Self-help groups. Do you remember this, guys? In social studies, which class I don't know, but some class you would have studied CBSE or state board. 8th standard, if I remember. I studied in 8th. I don't know when you studied. 7th or 8th. Okay. What was self-help groups? Some they used to say in some village, some women used to come together. That's the example my teacher gave me. So, some women used to come together and they will contribute money to the group, and whoever wants money, they will take it. Correct? Same self-help group, but in a much more detailed, bigger manner is called what is Nidhi company? Now, Nidhi company is like, now let's take community of people. Nowadays, community is the next thing. Community, it could be any community. Community of, it could be, see, I'm not talking about any caste or religion, any group of people, community. Let's say, now, of course, you will trust the person within your community more than somebody outside, generally. So, what they are saying, few communities decided, now it's there across the country, few communities thought, instead of our whole community, we have 20 lakh people in our community across India. Okay, whatever that community is. Instead of us going and putting money in SBI, SBI will give this money to somebody else. Why should I give my money to someone else? They are saying, we will give our money to our own community people. So what happened? The community of people, this 20 lakh people, like self-help groups, will contribute to a company which is called Nidhi company. This Nidhi company will have only people from that community. Can I go join that Nidhi company? No. I have to look for my community's Nidhi company if it's available. Are you following, guys? Okay. Understanding? Dhyanesh, you're following up. So whatever that community, I'm not giving names, guys. It could be any community. It's there for across all communities. Okay. So to be a member of that community, you should be born in that community. It is something you get by birth. Or you should marry somebody from that community. Then everybody in that community, instead of putting money in SBI, will put in Nidhi company, and they will also give loans. It's basically a bank, but a bank for that community. So deposits will be given by that community. Loan also will be given by that community to the people in that community. Are you following, guys? So there is risk of bad debts is very less. You will not cheat your own community. If you cheat and take the money, you can't go back. They won't let you in that area. That's it, out. Are you following, guys? Understanding? Like this in Chennai itself, when you keep traveling, you will see many. There's one in Kodambakam. So there's one in Mylapore. Then there's one in, Paris side. It's there across India. Nidhi companies. Are you following, guys? If you want to see some examples. Yes. I'm not able to hear him. Can somebody hear and tell me the doubt, or be silent? Yes. Yes, it's only for that community, that only I'm saying. So look at this, guys. These are all the Nidhi companies in India. You can see Shri Teja Benefit Fund, Shri Venkatapura Some Permanent Fund, Vijaya Krishna Permanent Fund. Looking at the location, you can find out which community. This first are Andhra Pradesh, you can see. Then come down, you can see Chennai, some community, some Chittambaram Hindu Shashwat Fund, Kadalur Permanent, Egmore Benefit Society, Kumbakonam Benefit. That means people from Kumbakonam will be there. Are you following, guys? Like this, there are many, guys. You just have to keep going. Something is there in Nungambakam itself. Predominantly, there's one in Triplicane also, guys. Triplicane Permanent Fund. Okay. Then some. All these are Tamil Nadu. I'm just trying to find something from other states. Why it's not there? Hey, why everything is in? I think this is a predominantly South Indian thing. Hey, only Chennai, everything. Did I click on the Chennai link by mistake? I saw Andhra Pradesh on top. Everything is Chennai, guys. What is this? What did I search in Google? List of Nidhi companies, MCA website only, no. 13 pages, everything is Tamil Nadu. Okay, it's a new learning for me also. Okay, we found something. Uttar Pradesh, yes. Finally, one in Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow, we have Sunshine Mutual Benefit, Kolkata something, Usha Mutual Benefit Society. Majority is Tamil Nadu, guys. Okay. Teachers Welfare, Kolkata, all of that. Are you following, guys? These are Nidhi companies. Okay. So what, remember for exam, Nidhi company is a company which contributes money to the company and takes money back from the company for the benefit of the members. The rules that they keep can be their own bylaws, but it should follow company side guidelines that we don't have in syllabus. Are you following, guys? Okay. So understand what is a Nidhi company. That's all I want you to learn. So that's it. Section 466, not in syllabus, but what is Nidhi company? Nidhi company is incorporated to promote savings among members of community. Nidhi company receives deposits from its members and gives loan to its members for a mutual benefit. Easy or difficult, guys? Following? That's all about it. Okay. Daneshwar, following? Cooperative society should be registered in Cooperative Society Act. They can also do a similar business. If you want to be called a Nidhi company, incorporate as a Nidhi company in Companies Act. Sir, where will you teach this, sir? Where will this come in our syllabus? It will come. When I teach you other chapters, other provisions, they will give some exception. This is not applicable for a Nidhi company. That time you should not ask me, what's a Nidhi company? Are you following, guys? That's it. Don't go to Google, download that list and by heart all the Nidhi companies. This is the Nidhi company, sir. Majority is in Tamil Nadu, which I am also learning with you now only. Okay. Fine. This is done. We have last two chapter will get over. Can we close the chapter, guys? Dormant company and Section 8 company. Are you comfortable with me giving you all these background, showing you all these examples? Hello? Okay. We are in law regular class. Crash course means I won't do all of these things. Exam viewpoint, reduce the content by 30%, 40%. Okay. Fine. Let's proceed. Last half an hour maximum. We will finish off this chapter. Dormant company. Okay. Let me give another example. There is one company in the world. Okay, let's take. Okay, no need Elon Musk. Fine. There is one company which is trying to alter your DNA so that humans can become, what to say, not pigs, humans can become pigs. Okay, fine. Humans can become perfect species. Yeah. So they're trying to say the DNA can self-heal. Follow? DNA can self-heal. Let's say somebody loses one arm in accident. Arm can grow back like a lizard. So they are using the lizard DNA to change it to humans. Now this company is doing research to see if this is possible. Are you following? There is one more company which is trying to find a medicine where if you take the medicine, you will never age. You will remain, let's say if you take the medicine when you are 30, you will remain 30 for all life. You will be immortal. You will live forever. The accident, gone. Immortal means you won't die because of age. That means they are trying to stop the organs from aging. Okay, now all these things, whether it will happen or not, nobody knows. It's only research. They are spending billions of dollars in this research. Billionaires are spending that because they want to live forever, correct? So they are spending on research. Whether it will happen or not, we don't know. Now these are research companies. These companies' turnover will be zero. Entire expense will be only on the debit side of P&L account. Sometimes I will start a company just to register an idea so that nobody steals my idea. To register a patent, to register a trademark. For example, let's say Dhyaneshwar is telling, I'm going to find a new technology by which humans will get wings, we can fly. So he wants to start a company, not Red Bull guys, okay. Dhyaneshwar wants to register a company only to register the idea that this company will work on the idea of humans getting wings to fly. Is he actually doing any operations? No. So, some companies are made which are, they don't have day-to-day operations. They are very idle in nature but created for a specific purpose. For example, we studied can company buy and sell property in its own name? So instead of buying a house in my name, I am starting KM Private Limited and I am buying the house in the name of KM Private Limited where I am the shareholder. Is this company going to do any work? No. The only work is to buy asset and keep the asset in its name. Are you following guys? Understanding? So these type of companies are called dormant companies guys. Follow? It's called what? Dormant companies. Follow very carefully. Beautiful definition again. Where a company is formed and registered under this act for a future project. Which one? Dhyaneshwar. Wings. For a future project, or our example, that DNA alteration, that one, or to hold an asset, just now KM Private Limited, to buy a house, or intellectual property, to keep trademark, patent, copyright, and has no significant accounting transaction, it's called a dormant company. Are you following up? Are you understanding? I'll give one more example. There is one company in US which found a vaccine, a medicine, that if I take that vaccine, you will never get cold in your life. This, if you search in Google, you will not find. This was told to me when I was a student, like you guys in one class. So that faculty told me that time. I don't know how far it's true, but I'm telling it to you because it's a senior faculty who told me. I'm passing it on to you. Not now, 10 years back. That faculty is no more today also. Okay, fine. Long back, okay. So they said a US company found a vaccine so that you will not get cold. Some other big company purchased that vaccine and did not release to the public. Which company is that? Vicks. So Vicks company purchased the vaccine where they have the vaccine where if they release, you will not get cold forever in life. But if they release, what will happen to Vicks? closed store. So I don't know how far it's true. That's why I gave a disclaimer before I gave example. Now this company Wix incorporated one more entity for the purpose of holding the intellectual property. So it's called a dormant company. Are you following? No, are you appreciating, guys? Okay. This company should not have significant accounting transaction. That means what? They should not do anything except these four things. They can do only these four things. What is it? Payment of fees by a company to the registrar, payment made to fulfill requirements under this act, any legal fees or PF, whatever, allotment of shares, payment for maintenance of its office and records. See, significant accounting transactions means a transaction other than these four. That means you can do anything except these four. Anyway, same notes you will be getting hard copy and soft copy. I will give you both. Fine, guys. Okay. Soft copy, those who are watching the class, ensure you get it immediately once you start watching the class. Hard copy, just wait for few days. If you don't get, reach out to me. Those who are watching recording. Okay. Why I am saying, last time, 2 days before the exam, one girl messaged me, sir, I didn't get the book. She purchased and soft copy. She was a recording student. She purchased the course 3 months before the exam. For 3 months, she didn't get the book. She didn't get what? Soft copy. 2 days before exam, she's messaging, sir, I didn't get the book yet, sir. I got scared first of all. She said she finished watching the classes. She's waiting for book. I said, you could have messaged me earlier. You have my number. Number is very well available in the book, or I will again give it here since I'm talking about it now. 75501 37279. If I don't reply, put another message or call me. Sometimes I miss messages by mistake because there are so many messages. But I somehow ensure I go through all messages and reply. If you don't get the book, see if you can update from me or wait for 1 week or 10 days. If you don't get it, immediately message and reach out to me, recording students. Don't wait for 2 months and or at least soft copy. See, soft copy you have to get instantly. You purchase the course within a day. Once you get access, with access you get soft copy. I give it to everybody. If you don't get material, reach out to me. Don't come to me after 1 month and tell, sir, I didn't get the book. See, sometimes when books are sent, courier, this girl, what happened, I checked with the team, book was sent. When the book reached there, she didn't pick the call. Courier person came, the phone was not answerable, so the book got returned. My fault, I didn't see who are all the books which got, I left it. Because it came very close to exam, I left it. So now I told her, okay, what do you want me to do? Then she's saying, sir, I'm not writing now this exam, I'm writing next exam. So you again please send it. I said, okay, I will send. Are you following, guys? So those who, you guys will get it. I'm saying, talking to recording students. If you didn't get, reach out. Sometimes student will buy at 8 a.m. At 8:15 he will message, sir, where is the book? Oh, wait, reasonable time. Provide some reasonable time for access. Access within 1 day. If you don't get, reach out. Everything will be there in the mail, but I'm just telling generally. Okay, fine. This number you message, I will always respond. No worries in that. Fine. So what remember for exam? These 4 things are what? Things you can do. Who can do? Dormant company. Apart from holding an asset or holding intellectual property. See, they can hold an asset, they can hold IP for a future project or no significant accounting transaction. Are you following, guys? Somebody wants to shoot a movie. Let's say Rajinikanth has signed with Sun Pictures that his next 7 movies will be with Sun Pictures only. Production for next 7 movies of Rajinikanth is Sun Pictures. Deal made. Okay. Now, Rajinikanth is going to make one movie, let's say 2 years later, and the title of the movie is decided. So they register the title, intellectual property, so nobody copies. But shooting itself will start after 2 years. Dormant company. Are you following up? Okay. Fine. And a company dormant where a company has not filed annual return or financial statements in the last 2 years it will automatically become a dormant company. This you will learn later. What is annual return? What is filing of FS? Every company should file every year. If they don't file for 2 years, then you will become a dormant company. Let's say a Tata has not filed FS and annual return for 2 years, it will become a dormant company. That means you are not giving updates to MCA. Clear, guys? Following dormant company. So we are done with in others. We are also done with what, guys? We have last one, Section 8 company. With that I will close this chapter. Is the chapter interesting or boring, guys? Honest answer. Fine. Okay. Last one, Section 8 company. With this we will close. Anybody wants to make quick notes can make it. Why I am sending you soft copy now? Immediately is there might be delay in you getting the hard copy, but your summary notes should not stop. So I want you to keep rocket notes should not stop. Okay. Fine. Can we proceed, guys? Okay. How many of you at some point in your life did some kind of a charity anytime in your life? Yes, anybody? Can be anything. Sir, putting biscuit for dog. I will count that also. Yes. Dinesh, what you did? Sorry? PM Cares Fund. Flood, you made contribution from your money. Good job. See, charity doesn't have to be direct. You give it to some organization which is doing charity. Okay. Next. Yes, next to Dinesh. For cats you gave 500 rupees for the cancer, you're saying. Okay, I heard as cats. I'm sorry. For cancer patients, you gave contribution because students asked. Very good. Yes, Dhyaneshwar. Super. During flood time, Dhyaneshwar collected food grains, cooked in the house, gave food to the needy people. Super. Yes, Pooja. Donating food to orphanage. Perfect. Anybody online students? Why online students are not there? Are you guys there? Where are the online students? Online, Vignesh, I have a doubt. Have you done any charity? Guys, silent is telling yes. Guys, silent, guys. Yes, Vignesh. Okay, no problem. Anyone can do it if you are part of it directly or indirectly. It's okay. Anybody else last? Anybody else online has done any charity? Recording, you can just think about what you have done in life. Rahul collected amount for children without parents. Okay, I read it wrongly. He collected amount for children without parents. Okay. I thought he collected amount from children without parents. Okay. Next. Anybody else online? Again, Rahul. Yes, anybody else, guys? Santosh. Yes. Fine. Okay. No other response. Fine. I said, doesn't happen depend upon the money, anything small. I'm sure all of you have done in your kids' school. That Helpage India one, you have to go to other house and collect money, get badge. All of you did that, huh? Yes, guys. So all of us did that. Okay. Now, to do all of the charitable work which you guys just shared, whatever it is, recording students, did you get permission of government to do it? Why? Why? You did it by yourself. You don't have to get anybody's permission to do charitable work. When you need permission. Now, many times you will get Instagram ad or calls. Sir, please donate money for the poor. We are from this orphanage. We need money. Have you got those calls? Instagram, have you received ads from this Milap? Some Milap, an entity will come, story will come. This kid is suffering from cancer. Please donate how much you can. Sometimes YouTuber will tell, we are doing for good cause. Please click on this link and donate. Then some other YouTuber will tell, he did not donate. He used the money for himself. One YouTube trend will come. Are you following, guys? Yes or no? That you will sit and see. Subscriber. Yes. Now, if you want, if I come tomorrow and tell, hi guys, all students, please scan this QR code. It's my hand, guys. Please scan this QR code. Give the money to me. I'm going to give CA classes for free for students who want to be CA and they can't afford. No. Some students will contribute money. I cannot collect money until I am a Section 8 company. See, doing in small scale, it's fine. Nobody cares. But if you're doing in big scale, where you're collecting in crores of money for charity, you can collect only if you are a Section 8 company. For example, HelpAge India. In school, we went and collected from every house 10 rupees, 5 rupees, one badge. You remember, guys? HelpAge India or some organization. Many times these organizations which ask us money are Section 8 companies which are incorporated for the purpose of charitable work. What kind of charitable work? It could be for education, it could be for hunger, it could be for arts, it could be for sports, it could be for culture, it could be for religion, it could be anything. So Section 8 company, they are saying, formed for the purpose of promotion of arts, science, religion, charity, protection of environment, sports, education, feeding the poor, all of it. Are you following, guys? Clear? This company does not have any minimum paid up share capital. Now, follow, guys. Understood what a Section 8 company is? What is Section 8 company? Formed for charitable purpose. So, because it's formed for charitable purpose, will they earn profits? No. But they may earn profits. I'll explain. So, it's formed for charitable work, no minimum paid up share capital. Now, a Section 8 company, if you're doing charitable work, you will become a trust in Income Tax Act and you don't have to pay income tax. See, why will I pay income tax? Only when I earn profits. That means when I collect donations, I don't have to pay tax. Are you following, guys? Are you understanding? That's why all the schools, they are collecting what? Donation, not fees. Are you following, guys? So no need to pay income tax. But now what I will do? Simply I will take CA class, but I will register under KM Section 8 company. I am doing charitable work, guys. No need to pay income tax. Can I fool the government? So what the government says, if you want to be a Section 8 company, if you are going to do non-profit work, that means you are collecting donations. That means I have to be careful with you because not everybody are genuine, correct? See, 90% of people might do genuine charitable work, but the 10% will do fraud work in the name of charitable work and full industry will take a hit, correct? So, if you want to start a Section 8 company, you need to get a special license from central government. You need to get a special license from central government. Are you following, guys? That is why in 1% company we studied. What we studied? 1% company cannot convert to a Section 8 company. Remember reading that, guys? 1% company cannot convert to a Section 8 company. Now understanding why? Because you need to get a special license from central government. Are you following, guys? Now, can Section 8 company, we already finished dividend chapter, can they declare dividend? Collecting donation, I will take it for myself. I'm also poor, guys. For my charitable, for my food, I'm taking dividend. Can I do that? Are you following? No. Whatever question says, Section 8 company cannot declare dividend. Now Ashwin is saying, sir, my Section 8 company earned little profits. How it earned profits? While doing charitable work, I did not give it for free. I gave at subsidized cost. One idli, instead of selling for 20 rupees, I sold for 2 rupees. 1 rupee, 2 rupees idli. Still I made profit because everybody came and ate there. I made profit. Correct? See, the cost of making food is very cheap. Restaurants have heavy profit margin. If one biryani is rupees 300, cost of making it will be 30 or 40. That's it. Heavy profits in food margin, food business. Okay. Water bottle. One water bottle is 20 rupees. To manufacture a water bottle, cost is less than 5 rupees. I know it. I know somebody who runs a water manufacturing unit. It's very cheap. So, I am not selling for giving for free. I am selling idli for 2 rupees. I am still making some paisa profit. Low. So, can I make profits? Maybe. Incidentally, you may make some profits. So, if you make profits, can I give dividend, guys? No. What should I do with the profits? What to do with the profits? Invest back into charitable work. Okay, so money, invest back into business, back into Section 8 company. Do more charitable work. So a Section 8 company cannot withdraw money for their own, members cannot withdraw because the intention is non-profit. Are you following, guys? Once I went for a Section 8 company's audit during my articleship. They told, we are a Section 8 company, we are a trust. We collected donation of 10 crores last year. Super, sir, what you did? They said, we built a school. Then I asked, where is the school? Then he took me to the ground and showed, school is here. I said, where is the school? Only ground is there. Sir, you can't see the school. I can see the school. I can only see 4 dogs playing there. Then he said, sir, school is there, sir, can't you see it? I said, no, I can't see the school. School is there, sir. See, sir, you will learn slowly. I understood later. Okay, school is there in paper, not really. Okay. These things you will experience when you keep going. So you have to audit carefully. Okay. So what are the points, guys? Only for the purpose, it cannot declare dividend, has to obtain special license. Next key point, a private limited company will use the term private limited. Public limited company will use the term limited. One person company will use the term OPC. Section 8 company will not use limited, private limited or OPC. They will use terms like club, association, chambers. Have you seen these? You would have seen this club, Cosmopolitan Club, Gincana Club, Presidency Club, association, chambers, chambers of commerce, like that. These are what? They don't use the term private, public, limited. They can use etc. Similar terms. We have them all here. Club, association, chambers, etc. Are you following, guys? Now, I was telling you about that school, correct? Where they were supposed to build a school, but they didn't build a school. In articleship, imagine you see this, what you will do? What do you do? Why headache for me? Tick, 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 I will go. Based on your sign, people are trusting. So to inform the partner. So if you report this, that a Section 8 company not doing charitable work or they are not meeting the object for which they started, you will report to the central government. What will the government do? Cancel the license. So they can do 3 things, guys. First option is cancel the license. But my company has become such a big company. I am already having 10,000 volunteers working in my company. Section 8 company. I have 20,000 volunteers. Already I am a huge brand. Now I found out it's a fraud brand. But I am doing good things also. In that, I am doing few bad things. If I cancel the license and ask you to close down, 10,000 people will get affected. Brand will get affected. Public trust will go. So that time they will not ask you to close down. They will ask you to amalgamate with some other company doing similar objects. So second option is amalgamate. Amalgamation, you know what is amalgamation? It's part of accounts. Amalgamate with other company, with other Section 8 company with similar objects. Are you following, guys? Clear? So what are the three things you will do? One is convert its status and change its name. That only is this one. Cancel the license and convert to a private or public company. Second is amalgamate some other company with similar objects. Third one is what, guys? You have done such a big mistake. In the name of charity, you have been scamming people. You have seen YouTube many times. No cancel license, no conversion, no amalgamation. Better close down. Order for. They have to wind up. I will pass an order for the winding up. Are you following, guys? Amalgamate with some other company having similar objectives. Order for winding up. Convert its status and change the name. Are you following, guys? So what are the three things? Cancel license, amalgamate with some other company, order for winding up. These are all the points. Should I mud up all these points, sir? No. Any one point will come in exam. Once they ask for 4 marks, Section 8 company gave dividend. What is the answer? Cannot give. Explain. So what are the points? Section 8 company starts for a charitable work, no minimum paid up share capital, special license. Can you declare dividend? No. If it earns profit, put it back into the business. Use names like club, association, chambers. If you do something else which you are not supposed to do, then central government will order for cancelling license and converting the status, amalgamate with some other entity, order for winding up. Are you following, guys? Now, that is why now we have some other points which are related to other chapters, but I'll still quickly run through them. But later you will get more relevance. You will understand them little later. First, general meeting notice is 14 days instead of 21. You will understand this when I go to meetings chapter. For now, don't give it much importance. Firm can be member of Section 8 company. This is important. In ITC, can a partnership firm be a member, shareholder? In ITC company, can partnership firm be a shareholder, guys? No. Why? To be a shareholder, you have to be entering into a contract and signing. Partnership firm is not a separate legal entity, so you cannot be a member. Are you following? Next. Next one, guys. If ITC has a Section 8 company, can partnership firm be a member? Yes. Because here, members can incur liabilities and entering into a contract for commercial nature. This is non-commercial nature. Therefore, firm can be member of Section 8 company. Are you following, guys? Section 8 company, next point, cannot alter MOA or AOA without central government approval. We will learn in the next chapter what is MOA and AOA. If you want to change anything, the objects, you should do only with the permission of central government. Are you following, guys? You will understand the importance in next chapter. Last one, can Section 8 company convert to any other type of company? Yes, by passing what? Special resolution in general meeting, and they should also surrender the license. Can I become from, I started Section 8 company to feed the poor. I was doing that, giving food for orphanage. Now many marriage companies, or they are coming and saying me, please supply food to marriage contract also. Your food is good. I can do it, but I have to convert to a private company or and then surrender the license of Section 8 company. Are you following, guys? Knowledge pulse, I told you, we discussed already. Usually firm cannot be member of a company. A partnership firm cannot be member of company. Only exception is firm can be member of Section 8 company. Why is it allowed? Non-profit motive. Are you following, guys? Clear? Because the intention here is to give donations. Allow people to donate. Allow people to do donations, charity work. Don't give restrictions. Clear, guys? With this, Section 8 company also comes to an end. Are you following, guys? Now again, if I tell the same chart, are you getting confidence? Company based on formation. Registered company with me. Registered statutory chartered company. Based on liability. Limited by shares. Unlimited. Limited by guarantee. Recording, repeat with me. Guarantee with and without share capital. Based on members. Private. Public. Small. 1% company. Based on control. Holding and subsidiary company. Associate company. Based on access to capital, listed, unlisted company. And other classifications, we have foreign company, government company, Section 8 company, public financial institution, Nidhi company and government company. We learned in different order. 2 sections, 2 subsection 85S, 2 subsection 85S, small company, 242S, foreign company. Are you following, guys? Okay. Now I'll just do the basics for 5-10 minutes. Hold on. These terms are from foundation, separate legal entity, limited liability, perpetual succession, artificial judicial person. A company's basic features is it has all of this. Just 5 minutes, I'll brief through these points. Normally, foundation, I'll take half an hour for this. Just 5 minutes. Artificial judicial person comes from the term separate legal entity. Separate legal entity means company is a separate entity. If I have 2 companies, Dinesh and Dinesh Private Limited, both are 2 entities. Dinesh is not Dinesh Private Limited. If Dinesh incurs a liability, it's a liability of Dinesh and not liability of Dinesh Private Limited. If Dinesh Private Limited buys a car, that car is Dinesh Private Limited's car and not the car of Dinesh. This is what? Separate legal entity. That only leads to artificial judicial person. This Dinesh Private Limited is also a person as per law that can buy assets, sell assets, file a case. Somebody can file a case on Dinesh Private Limited. That means case is not filed on Dinesh. Not on you, it's on the entity. So it's an artificial judicial person. It can do everything that you can do except what a natural person can do. So it can do everything you can do except other things like eating, sleeping, those things artificial judicial person cannot do. Are you following, guys? Clear? Limited liability. What's limited liability? In company, in balance sheet, if share capital is 100, if liability is 400, balance sheet total is 500, asset side, assume total is 500. After selling assets, I got only 300. I will pay liability of 300. Still unpaid is how much? Who will pay 100? Nobody will pay. If company is not able to pay, that's it. Company cannot pay. You don't have to ask the shareholders to pay. It's not like partnership. Following, liability is limited. So then can I start a company, take a bank loan in name of company? I will use that money. Then I will tell company is not having money, escape. Not only Vijay Mallya did. Vijay Mallya, Kingfisher, what happened? Following, guys. If you do this, you have to prove that you didn't use the money, company used it. How you will prove? That's what I mean. This is fraud, classic case of fraud. They are talking about genuine cases. Following. So now you learned what is quickly. I'm being very fast, guys. Are you understanding, Pooja? Separate legal entity in crash speed. I'm going. These are very basic concepts. You studied in school and foundation. If not, learn now. Separate legal entity, limited liability, AJP, artificial judicial person. We also have something called common seal. Company can't sign, correct? So company sign will be a seal of company. Company seal is called common seal, but today it's not mandatory. It's only optional to have a common seal. See, company is signing in document. If I am signing, I will sign. How company will sign? Put the seal. Are you following, guys? Next, perpetual succession. That means company, when it starts, it will go on forever until you close down the company or company is closed for some reason of not following the law. If company has 10 shareholders, if all the 10 shareholders are going in a car or going in a flight, if the flight crashes, all 10 died, what will happen to company? Company will continue. Who will be the new shareholders? Legal heirs or legal representative. Tata is 150 years old company. It will continue even for next generation, next generation, next generation. Mukesh Ambani, Dhirubhai Ambani, Anil Ambani might come and go, but the brand Tata will live on forever, perpetual succession, until they decide to close Tata. Are you following? Or until Tata does some non-compliance, government is asking to shut down Tata. Are you following, guys? Clear? With this, we are done with 2 chapters in Companies Act. Chapter 1, Chapter 8. What are the sections you have learned so far? Section 1 is title of that name. 242, foreign company. Section 285, small company. 123, declaration of dividend. 123, rule 3, 3 rules. 123, subsection 3, interim dividend. 124, unpaid dividend account. 125, IPF. 126, 127, 128, we need to do. Just think if you what you do. 100, external intermediate. These are sections we have learned. That's it with law, guys. Thank you. See you all in the next session with a completely new topic.